Hello ladies and gentlemen, Secure204 here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the RM-70. The RM-70 multiple rocket launcher is a Czechoslovak army version and heavier variant of the BM-21 Grad multiple rocket launcher, providing enhanced performance over its parent area saturation rocket artillery system that was introduced in 1971. The RM-70 was developed in Czechoslovakia as a successor for the RM-51, achieving initial operation capability with its army in 1972. Originally, it was sold to East Germany, but after the Soviet Union collapsed and the split of Czechoslovakia into the Czech Republic and Slovakia, it was sold to several countries in Africa, America, Asia, and Europe. The RM-70 replaced the Ural 375D 6x6 truck with a Tatra T813 Kolos 8x8 truck as a carrier platform for the 40-round launcher. The new carrier vehicle provides enough space for carrying 40 additional 122mm rocket packs for automatic reload. Nevertheless, the RM-70 performance remains near the same as the Grad even in terms of vehicle speed and range. This rocket launcher can fire both individual rounds and volleys, principally by means of indirect fire. So yeah, the RM-70 here is a really cool vehicle and just another cool addition to our rocket artillery line that we've really kind of been expanding upon here in the recent months. So I'm really excited for that, and I really do love building these rocket artillery vehicles. I think they're super cool. I love building the trucks of Minecraft, and then you put some cool rocket systems on them, and I'm absolutely sold. So it's a really cool design, and I'm very happy with the way it came out. This is kind of a really good follow-up tutorial. We just recently did the Tatra T813 Kolos 8x8 truck in its standard cargo configuration. So if you are interested in that, definitely feel free to check it out. It's pretty much the same truck, just some minor changes with the cab, as the cab on the rocket system we have here is more of an armored type cab, since this would be more exposed to frontline service. But anyways, before we go ahead and jump into taking a look at this build, I do want to go ahead and give big thanks to Derek Frost Westbrook for commissioning this build. If you're interested in commissioning a build for yourself, definitely feel free to reach out on my Discord server. Link is always in my video description, or my basically my email, which is garrett204@gmail.com. Either one of those you can reach out to me through, and we can go ahead and set up pricing and all that stuff on builds. Really good way to get a build that you really want out in a timely manner. I have lots of requests I'm trying to work through, and going through the means of commissioning just guarantees your vehicle a lot sooner. So definitely feel free to check out that program and reach out to me if you're interested. With that though, let's go ahead and dive in here, take a look at the RM-70. So starting off with, we have the cab of the vehicle here. Really nothing too crazy. It's kind of an armored type cab. Obviously not super armored, but just a little bit of armor on it to protect against small arms. You got your side mirrors, the little kind of view slits, I guess you can say, on the side doors there. And that's pretty much the front of the truck there. This is an 8x8 truck, so it has 8 wheels, all-wheel drive. So pretty nice chassis there for the truck. Right here is where you have your spares. So this is the storage rack for that extra 40 122mm rockets. They would be located right here. And then we have, again, some details here, the cab, the exhaust, and stuff like that. We then have the rocket launcher system itself, which you can see here is pretty cool. We have the kind of aiming system and all that stuff for the crew. And then we obviously have the rocket launcher itself. Theoretically, this could tilt a little bit more, but since this is already kind of angled a little bit just naturally in its transit mode, I decided to go ahead and just kind of leave it as is. But you can angle this more if you do want to. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Really awesome build. Should be a fun addition to add to your worlds. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into our tutorial. Alright guys, so moving into our first layer here, we're going to be going ahead and starting off with layer number 1 of the build. For layer 1 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down 2 polished black stone stairs back to back. This is going to create our left front wheel. And just to clarify, these are polished black stone brick stairs we're using. We're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak trapdoor, a dark prismarine top slab, another trapdoor, and another 2 polished black stone stairs back to back to go ahead and create that front axle like so. We're going to skip a space back from these wheels, and we're going to go ahead and do another 2 polished black stone stairs back to back. And then we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor here, a top slab of dark prismarine, and another trapdoor like that. We're going to go ahead and skip 2 spaces again going back, and we're going to go ahead and set up our third axle with, again, our 2 polished black stone brick stairs back to back. Same thing over here on this side. And then we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor here, dark prismarine top slab, and another trapdoor like that across. We're going to go and skip a space back from our wheels again and place down another 2 polished black stone stairs back to back on both sides. Then a dark oak trapdoor, a dark prismarine top slab, and a dark oak trapdoor to go and finish that off. So looking at this from up above, this right here is what we should have for layer 1. With layer 1 complete, that's going to wrap that up, and that's just going to be the base we're going to be starting with. We're going to be moved into our next layer, layer 2, in which we go ahead and continue to work on this truck chassis. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to start with, we're going to go ahead and go to each one of our polished blackstone brick stairs, and we're going to place down 2 stairs back to back on, again, tops of each of these back to back stairs here. And again, we're just going to be doing this for every single wheel like this, so that you have a total of 8 of those wheels done. We're going to go ahead and place down anvils on top of these top slabs, and then we're going to place down a stone brick top slab to the sides here of those anvils on those dark oak with trapdoors. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and go to our front side. So again, it doesn't really matter at this point. You can kind of pick and choose what side you want, but this right here is going to be our front, so we're going to go and start with this side. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3 of these dark prismarine top slabs across, and then we're going to place down a row of 5 across. We're going to go then take our polished blackstone and place down a row of 5 of polished blackstone across. And on the front here of the vehicle itself, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull. And then we want to go ahead and grab an item frame. We're going to place down an item frame on these slabs to both sides. We'll follow that up with a white bed in the item frames, rotated sideways. And then a dark oak wood sign that's going to go on the side of those slabs as well. Again, the item frames and signs are only going to be applicable if you are on Java. If you are not on Java, you'll not be able to place down item frames and signs in the same block space. So you'll have to just place down the item frames and disregard the signs, unfortunately. Now on the sides here, again, we do have another Java feature. We're going to build a block that's going to be a space from that slab there, and this will be on both sides. We're going to go ahead and then place down a ladder on the side of this block, and then we just want to go ahead and grab our debug stick. This can be obtained on Java by typing the command /give at p Minecraft :debug_stick. This command right here, press enter, will give you this glowing stick. What you can do now is you can left click this this ladder until we get selected facing. We're going to go and rotate this around until it faces our slab like that, and that will be done there to both sides there for basically the little step ladder to get into the vehicle. After that's done, we're going to take our polished blackstone top slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 across this space here, and then taking our dark prismarine slabs, we're going to place down a row of 4 of slabs going down the center here of the vehicle, connecting those 2 anvils together. We also want to take some mossy cobblestone walls, and we're going to place down upside down mossy cobblestone walls here in the space between these polished blackstone stairs. So just like that to both sides. Then once we have that done there, we're going to go ahead and place down a polished blackstone top slab between these stone brick walls. And then we're going to place down 1 and 2 more polished blackstone top slabs going back from the stone brick walls. Now on the very back here, we're going to place down a black concrete block in the middle, space like this, and then we're going to place down an upside down piston to both sides. Now if you are not on Java, instead of the piston, I would recommend going ahead and substituting that out for a polished blackstone stair. That would be positioned something like that instead of those pistons. So that's an alternative you can do there. Again, we're going to be using the debug stick later for those pistons, so that's why I'm explaining that alternative. We then want to place down a polished blackstone top slab to both sides here again, and then a dark oak wood sign on the side of these slabs. We're also going to go ahead and grab an item frame. We're going to place down an item frame here coming off these slabs like so, and in those item frames we want to place down an apple. And then a dark oak wood sign on the side of these pistons, and then a wither skeleton skull here in the very middle. So it's going to look like that there on the back. Now when it comes to banners here, we do have a few banners we need to go ahead and make. The first one here is just a black banner with green on the top half and black on the bottom. Really simple banner. I'm not going to show you guys how to make it in Loom because it's so easy. But this here will just go on the sides of these polished blackstone top slabs like that. So really simple stuff there, and that's all you need to do for that. Now when it comes to the wheels, it's a little bit more complex, but still honestly really simple to do. So basically what we have here is we have 2 black banners. We're going to do a green line that goes vertically on the right side of one banner and a green line that goes vertically on the left side of the other banner. It's not going to split the banner directly in half, but it's just going to be that line on the third of the banner. So it's going to be on the far side here and on both sides. Then for each of these banners, we're going to go ahead and take our black die and just go ahead and do a row across the top for both banners, and you get this design here. Really simple stuff. And these banners will go on the top or on the sides of these polished blackstone stairs on the top here. And we're going to have the green face toward each other. And this just kind of beefs up the wheels, Gives it a little bit more shape and a little bit more character, at least in my opinion. So that right there is going to complete everything we have for layer number 2 of the build. Looking at it from up above, you can see we really have a lot of the chassis starting to come together here, and it's starting to, make sense for the vehicle. With that though, we'll be going ahead and moving into our next layer, which will be layer number 3. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to start with, we're going to place down a row of 3 of deep slate tile walls, and then a mossy cobblestone wall on both ends. We're going to take our green terracotta, and we're going to go ahead and place down a green terracotta block to both sides, and then a row of black concrete across the middle space here. We're going to place down a second row of 3 of black concrete, then a third, 4, and 5. So it's going to end on top of the anvil and stone brick walls right there. Now on the sides here of this, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves some dark prismarine stairs. We're going to place down an upside down stair to both sides. And then we're going to go ahead and place down a line of 1, 2, 3 top slabs, 1, 2, 3 top slabs, and then another upside down stair here on the end of those top slabs. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves an item frame, and we're going to place down an item frame that's going to go on the side of this slab here with an orange concrete block in it. And then we're going to place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of this stair here, and also on the side of that slab if you're on Java. So just like that. After that is all done there, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of polished blackstone walls. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to place down another row of black concrete across this space here. We're going to go and then go to the second walls from front. We're going to place down a wall that goes across in between those. And then we want to go ahead and place down polished blackstone top slabs between these walls like this going down the center here. We're going to place down another wall to both sides, another top slab in the center, and then another row of 3 of black concrete across. We're going to place down another top slab in the center and another wall to both sides, and then a green terracotta block coming off that top slab, as well as an anvil that's going to be on top of those 2 polished blackstone top slabs to both sides there. Then taking our green terracotta, we're going to place down 2 green terracotta blocks to both sides. We're going to place down an item frame on the first block with an orange concrete block in the item frame. And again, we're going to place down a dark oak wood sign on the second green terracotta block and also on that, over that item frame, again on Java. Then we're going to go ahead and place down a row of, or first actually, a dark prismarine upside down stair. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 dark prismarine top slabs, and then a dark prismarine stair. Same thing will be done over here on this side as well. And then on the sides of these prismarine stairs, we're going to place down an item frame to both sides, and then an orange concrete block in the item frame, and again a dark oak wood sign for my Java players. After that, we're going to take our green terracotta, green carpet, and we're just going to place down a row of green carpet across the top there of that rear bumper. And if you're on Java and you have your debug stick, we can go ahead and go to these pistons, left click it till we get selected extended false, right click that and set that to true, and you'll create your back bumper there of the vehicle. Now also, the rocket launcher, if you plan on having this rocket launcher face forward, we're going to go ahead and build a block that comes off this sign here. And then we're going to go ahead and place down a dark prismarine top slab. Coming off that top slab, we're going to go ahead and then place down a zombie head like so. And that is going to wrap up everything we have for what we have for this layer number 3. And here's a top-down view of what that should look like. With that though, that's everything we have for this layer, and we'll be going ahead and moving on to our next layer, which will be layer number 4. Alright guys, so moving into our next layer, we have layer number 4. One quick thing I want to add on here is that we do want to go ahead and place down item frames on these mossy cobblestone walls, and then some orange concrete in those item frames, and of course, if you're on Java, a dark oak wood sign as well. So that's just something I forgot to do in the previous layer, just make sure you add those on. Anyways, for layer 4, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of those 2 walls there, and then an item frame. In those item frames, we're going to go ahead and place down snowballs, and then we want to place down a row of 3 of dark prismarine stairs in between those blocks. Then in the middle here, we're going to place down a row of black concrete across. This will be followed with a green shulker box to both sides. And then we're going to place down a row of 5 of green concrete all the way across. On both ends of this row, we're going to have an item frame, and this is going to have a green bed in the item frame, rotated sideways, and again a dark oak wood sign on the side here of it. After that is done, we're going to go ahead and then place down 2 green shulker boxes on this right side here. And on the left side, we're going to place down a polished blackstone wall. In the middle space, we're just going to go ahead and place down 2 green carpet, like so. We're also going to go ahead and take a lever, and we're going to place down a lever on this green terracotta block on the front here to both sides, which will be the side mirrors. Now for the extra ammunition storage here, the extra rockets, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of the birchwood planks. Then we're going to place down a polished blackstone brick block to both sides, and then a polished blackstone wall in the center. We're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, and 3 additional blocks going forward, and 3 additional walls going forward like that. On the very front here, we're just going to go ahead and place down a row of wither skeleton skulls across this space here. Now, once we have that all finished, we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves our green carpet. And we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green carpet. And same thing over here. Or right like that. And then we're also going to place it across that black concrete there. So that's going to finish it off there. Then we're going to place down a green terracotta block here in the center, followed by a dark prismarine stair to both sides. And we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of green terracotta and a second row behind it. We're going to follow this up with a dark prismarine top slab to both ends. And then we're going to place down a second top slab that goes back like so. And then we'll just place down a row of dark oak wood fence gates across the space in between those top slabs. We're going to then place down an item frame on the side of these blocks here, and then a green terracotta block in those item frames. And then we're going to place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of the slab with the item frame and also this side here. So just like that. After that, we want to go and then place down a polished black stone wall right here. And we're also going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate actually that comes off instead of this fence post. Or instead of that sign there, we're actually going to have a fence gate. We're going to open this fence gate to the side and then place down an item frame and then a cobweb in the item frame. Now if you're on Java, we're going to go ahead and then place down a block that comes off the item frame like this to the side here. And we're going to go ahead and then place down a lever on the side of this block in this block space. And then we're going to take our debug stick here, left click the lever to get selected facing and rotate this so it comes off the wall. Again, that's going to only be a Java feature, but it's not a huge deal if you have it or not. Just add some extra detail here for the little sights or aiming mechanism or whatever it's called there. Anyways, though, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 4 of the build. And with that, we'll be going ahead and moving on to our next layer, layer number 5. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a green stained glass pane on the blocks to the sides here, then a black stained glass pane like this, and then in the very middle, a green stained glass pane. We're going to go ahead and place down black concrete blocks behind the glass panes there, and then a green terracotta block to the sides there of it like that to go ahead and create the front here. We're also going to go ahead and place down a wither skeleton skull on top of these levers, which we're just going to go ahead and have straight facing backwards. Then we want to place down another row of 5 of green terracotta all the way across, and then a item frame on these the side of these 2 blocks here. We're going to place down a black bed sideways with the pillow facing forward on this side with a dark oak wood sign if applicable, and same thing over here. And then we're going to place down a black concrete block in this second item frame. Again, a dark oak wood sign to the sides here. So it looks like that. After that, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 3 of dark prismarine upside down stairs, and then an air polished blackstone wall right here. After that is all done, we want to go ahead and then take our birchwood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 across this space here. And then we're going to take our polished blackstone brick slabs, place down 4 across those 4 full blocks, and then we're going to place down 4 wither skeleton skulls down the center. We'll then just place down wither skeleton skulls coming off the skulls and slabs like that, all the way across there, and that's going to be your extra rockets. So now that we have those extra missiles all done, we're going to go ahead and move on to the actual launcher itself. Now for this, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go ahead and take our stairs here. We're going to place down 3 upside down prismarine stairs across this space right here. And then we're going to place down a green terracotta block to both sides. We're going to go ahead and place down a dark prismarine top slab going forward from those. And we'll just go ahead and take some dark oak wood trapdoors and just go ahead and place those across that middle space there. So it'll look something kind of like that there. Then we're going to take our green terracotta. We're going to place down a row of 5 across. Then a second row of 5. And then a third row. So you have 3 rows of 5 there. On both sides of the first row, or this right here, this green terracotta block, we're going to place down a button. On the right side and the right side only, we're going to place down a zombie head. And then we're going to place down a dark oak button on the left side. And then we're just going to place down 2 buttons back on both sides. Now on the very back here, we're going to take our oak wood trapdoors and we're going to place down a row of 5 across and make sure you close them so they sit flat against the back here of the launcher. We're going to go ahead and then take our zombie heads and we're going to place down a zombie head here on the side of that trapdoor, just like that. And then on the other side here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood sign coming off this side of this trapdoor. And that's going to basically complete what we have here for all that. That's going to conclude everything for layer 5, and with that, we're going to be going ahead and moving into our last final layers of the build. Moving into our final layers, we have layers 6 through 9. For these layers to go ahead and start with, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate on top of this glass pane and then open it toward the front. We're going to go ahead and place down an item frame and then a snowball in the item frame, followed by a dark oak wood trapdoor to both sides of this fence gate. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of 5 across of trapdoors. Then another trapdoor on the right side here, daylight detector. Make sure those trapdoors stay closed. And then we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence post and 2 more dark oak wood trapdoors over. Going up from the fence post for the radio antenna, we're going to go ahead and place down 3 iron bars, just like that. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a wither skeleton skull that's going to sit on top of this polished black stone wall column, and then 3 green carpets across the top of the stairs. Now, going back to our launcher, we're going to place down a row of green terracotta, so a row of 5 across this front space here, then a second row, and then a third row across. So it's just going to kind of look like that. We then want to place down a dark oak wood, or 3 dark oak wood buttons along the sides. And we're going to go ahead and place down a 4th row of 5, then a 5th, 6, and 7, bringing us all the way back, and then dark oak wood buttons again along the sides. So again, just like we did before, like that all the way along the side. And then we're going to place down oak wood trapdoors again closed on the back here. And this time we're going to go ahead and grab dark oak wood trapdoors and we're going to place them on the sides, like so, of these trapdoors, and close them, and then across the top here. Then after that's done, we're going to take our daylight detectors, we're going to skip a space, place down a row of 5 of daylight detectors, then a second row of 5. We're going to go ahead and place down 1 row of dark prismarine slabs. And then we're going to place down 2 rows of 5 of end portal frames. And on the side of the end portal frames, we're also going to go ahead and place down dark oak wood signs. Like so. And then we're going to place down a row of 5 of green terracotta across. Again with a dark oak wood button to both sides. And then we're going to grab our oak wood trapdoors. And we're going to place down our oak wood trapdoors here on the sides of these 2 rows of 5. Like that. To go ahead and complete the launcher. Now, once you have that all done, that is going to wrap up everything we have for layers 6 through 9. And with that, that's going to complete my tutorial here for the RM-70 rocket launcher system on the Tatra 813 Kolos 8x8 truck. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This could be anything from a side on the build, link to my channel, or this video if this does appear on social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you are free to use for products you guys are working on. Again, the big special thanks to Derek Frost Westbrook for commissioning this build, and if you guys are interested in commissioning a build for yourself, definitely feel free to take a look at my commission system and take a look at commission a build. And again, you can reach me through my email, garrett2by4@gmail.com, or from my Discord server. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett2by4, and I'll see you guys next time.